Hello and welcome everyone to the 2020 NR2003 Food City 500 at Bristol Motor Speedway. So glad to have you all in the chat for this live stream today. Glad to have you all in here. Hope everyone is having a fine afternoon. We just got done with the iRacing Pro Invitational Series where William Byron's got the victory. We are about to move on to the NR2003 weekly simulations. But right before we get started, gotta give a huge shout out to our very generous supporters that make these streams possible. First and foremost, our Patreon supporters Adria Fitzy, Jay Barker, Drive Through Kingster Cole, Tanglewolf09, and Bloxysaurus Rex. In addition to those, big thanks to our YouTube members Tanglewolf09, Alan Barkley, Alpha Diamond, Spider-Man Fan 02, Bloxysaurus Rex, and Kingster Cole. Truly appreciate the support from each and every one of you. And without further ado, let's get started with the 2020 running of the NR2003 Food City 500. Here we go. Alright, so on the pole is Kevin Harvick.
Drivers, start your engines!
There we go. On the pole is Kevin Harvick. On the outside row is Clint Boyer. Hopefully he'll have better luck in this race than he's been having in the iRacing races. Then we got Bowman and Hamlin, Logano and Buscher in the row behind him. Then we got Elliott and Blaney. Then Larson and Dillon. And then Kurt Boyer and Keselowski will be the end of the top 5. Or top 10, excuse me. We are about to get started. Not forgotten, Mitchell Collins. How are you guys doing today? Fortune Buddy, Star Clone, Donovan, Holden, John, Deidre Gaming, Casual Gaming, D-Dog Dan, and we are live. We are green. Kevin Harvick gets a good run. He's able to clear Boyer for the lead coming out of turn 2 onto the backstretch. It's going to be a 500 lap race. There's going to be plenty of time to catch Harvick back. Harvick off to a big jump. And they are just absolute chaos behind him as Harvick just continues to pull away. What a massive run he got. Let's go on board with Harvick. Get a helicopter view of Harvick pulling away from the rest of the field, just putting on a clinic. He is already almost a second and a half up from Bowman. Let's go back to the battle for second place. Oops, wrong button. There we go. But Harvick's going to have a lot. He's going to be the first one to have to deal with lap traffic. So Bowman comfortably in second, Logano in third, Chase Elliott in fourth. I think Chase Elliott started in like the third or fourth row, so he's moved up a few spots. And Harvick continues to pull away from Bowman. Let's go up to Harvick. Who's going to be the first car to go a lap down? Oh, wow. They're still so bunched up, just side by side. From like 40th through 30th. They're just 2 by 2 the entire way through. Let's get an aerial shot of this big gaggle of cars. Timmy Hill and Chris Buescher side by side. Chris Buescher started pretty far up in the field. He's dropped back a long ways. Let's go back up to the front. Shoot, we are closer to the back than we were the front. Harvick just continuing to gain distance on Bowman lap after lap. He's up to nearly 2 seconds above the rest of the field. I applied the same ratings I've been doing for every race. Just what the Cup Series ratings were for each driver through these first 4 real races. And Harvick, he's going to be putting people a lap down already. This is going to be a hell of a... There's going to be lots of lap traffic early on in this race. So let's go on board with Kevin Harvick. So he continues to just absolutely put on a clinic. He's got 2 seconds over second place. But he is quickly approaching all these lap cars who are going 2-3 wide in front of him. So he's not going to be able to navigate through this super quick. At least as quick as he might like to. And that might give Bowman a chance to catch back up. So Harvick won the simulated race we did at Atlanta. Bowman won at Homestead. Someone refresh my memory. Who won the race we did last week? Alright, so here he is catching the lap traffic. He's working his way through so far. With Bowman is able to close in. Let's go on board with Bowman. You can see Harvick moved up to the outside line up there. That's not going to help Harvick. That was a questionable move by the 4 car, as he lost nearly 0.6 of a second that last lap. Let's follow along with Alex Bowman as they continue to catch Harvick. Harvick getting trapped with these lap cars. That's going to be the thing that makes him lose the lead. And now here comes Bowman. If Bowman can get to the inside of Garrett Smithley here in the 51, he can challenge Harvick for the lead. If Bowman just needs to get to the inside, but Harvick's trapped behind Kozlowski. Second and first place are both stuck behind lap traffic right now. We're not even 20 laps in and lap traffic's already coming into effect. They're side by side in front of Harvick. But Bowman can't get past the 51, so let's go with a rear chase. Let's go rear cam for Harvick. You can see the 51 holding up the 88 and all the other lead lap cars back there. Now Harvick's able to put 2 lap cars between him and second place. Wrong button. There we go. Still trying to remember all these hotkeys. Not Forgotten says he predicts a caution on lap 52. We'll see how accurate that is. What's up, Trop? Dale Jr. fan 88 apparently changed his name. Nathaniel, John, Jackson, N4SC. How do you pronounce that? Ness 4 car fan. Hello, thanks for tuning in. Ow, just hit my face on the microphone. Alright, so Harvick continuing with his comfortable lead as Bowman just is... Let's go back with Bowman. He just cannot get past this 51. He's not making any moves to get past the 51. Just completely in the way, not moving out of the racing line. Bowman's refusing to make any move to the inside to try to get past him. Come on, Bowman. Someone's got to challenge Harvick for the lead. Come on, Bowman. I believe in you. Let's go on board with Bowman. See if he can once and for all past Garrett Smithley. You can see Harvick up there. Still only got Smithley and Newman in between him and Bowman. These lap cars are just impossible to pass unless they're up in the outside line. Oh, he keeps trying to stick his nose underneath him, but he can't make it work. This is just a conga line right here. And this is truly the tapered spacer short track package pre-spoiler adjustment, because they can just not pass at all. Meanwhile, up here, looks like you had Newman sticking his nose underneath Harvick. Just look at this line of lap cars just stuck behind Garrett Smithley. It's gonna take Bowman hitting him or something. Or someone more aggressive getting up in front of Bowman, like Elliott or Logano. Just a roadblock. Luckily, Harvick isn't really gaining any, since Harvick has a bunch of lap cars too. Harvick's staying about 2 seconds ahead of these guys. It's only 2 cars a lap down right now. But he can just not get past Garrett Smithley. In the 51 here. Which is ironic, because Garrett Smithley is one of the fast guys in iRacing. This is just ridiculous. Meanwhile, let's go check in on our leader, Harvick, who's now passed Keselowski as well. So he's slowly picking off lap cars. Meanwhile, Bowman just is stuck behind the 51. This is just ridiculous. He's just not making any attempt to move him. He's just perfectly fine sitting behind the 51 for the remainder of the race, apparently. And I'm not gonna lie, as a broadcaster, this is very boring to watch. The 88 is making no attempt to get underneath him. Come on, there he goes. Now we might have a battle. Finally, now you're gonna see all these lead lap cars dive down underneath him. Gonna see Larson hopefully get clear. Come on, Larson, there we go. There we go. It's about time. Now watch this split time close in between Harvick and 88. Actually climbed up a little bit that lap. Oh, now he's stuck behind more lap traffic. So there's 3 lap cars between second and first right now. Bowman's gonna start whittling that lead down little by little. What's spectator cam like? Oh, just the same as TV 1 or 2. So Bowman trying to get back up there. He shaved off a few tenths of a second that time. About 4 tenths of a second that time. But how easily is Bowman going to be able to navigate this lap traffic once he catches up to it? These 4 cars. It's going to take some sort of mechanical failure to get Harvick out of this race. Yeah, you can see Harvick up there stuck behind Brennan Poole coming out of the turn now, and then Matt DiBenedetto, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Newman / Ross Chastain, whoever you want to say it is, and Ryan Blaney are all... Oh, there's a car up into the outside wall, looks like. What's up, DT? Yeah, the LP is not great for this track, I've noticed. So here's Bowman with a bunch of lap cars separating him and Harvick up there in the lead. Hold on, whoops. Yeah, here's Harvick. And all the way back here, behind all these lap cars, is Bowman and Elliott. Elliott up into second place. As long as these cars can stay high, that's easy lap car passes for Elliott. So there's already like 7 cars off the lead lap. We're not even 10% into this race. Now, how well is Elliott going to be able to navigate through this lap traffic? When will we see the first caution? When will we see the first pit stops? I think we can get to around lap 100 something before they have to pit. Alright, now Elliott's going to be trapped behind Newman here. Needs to get a good run off one of these straightaways and stick his nose underneath him going into the turns, because right now the bottom line is definitely the advantage. So that's second place, Chase Elliott, and then all the way up here is our leader, Kevin Harvick. He's got some own lap traffic of his own to deal with. Whoops. There we go. But so far, Harvick is just able to navigate this lap traffic way better than anyone else. Alright, let's go to helicopter view, and then all the way back here is second place. You can see Harvick just barely in the camera frame when we come out of the turns right there. Chase Elliott, he's going to need to get through this lap traffic pretty quickly if he wants any chance of getting up to the front. It's a good battle for second going on right now. As long as these two cars of Ty Dillon and DiBenedetto stay high, those will be easy passes for Elliott. It's that massive jump Harvick got at the start. It's allowed him to pull away and navigate through this lap traffic way cleaner than anyone else. Alright, so Elliott, he's got 3 or 4 lap cars. Oh, Harvick went up high there. That's definitely not what he wants to do. Let's follow Harvick here. Whoops, that's the pace car. Oh, if Harvick stays in this inside line, or this outside line, that's not going to be good. That's going to let the 15 get underneath him, and he's going to start losing ground. Meanwhile, here comes Elliott. There comes Elliott back there. But Elliott's trapped up high, too. It's like all the lead lap cars are trapped up in the outside line right now. Here comes Logano. Logano is the first car in the inside line that's on the lead lap. Right now, Harvick continues to lead, but he is trapped on the outside line and losing ground quickly. We might see, though, longer into these runs, the outside line become the preferred line, but I don't believe that's the case yet, as we got Chase Elliott dipping down to the bottom. Let's go on board with Chase Elliott as he tries to track down the 4 car. The 4 car gets down to the inside line, but he finally gets out of the outside groove, but not before losing a lot of ground to second place. He's running wide. If the 13 can get his nose under the 4 here, trying to get his lap back, that's going to allow Chase Elliott to get right back up there. Harvick is right on the back bumper of Newman. It's allowing Chase to catch up. Let's follow on board with Chase as he tries to track down the leader. He needs to get underneath Ty Dillon here if he's going to have a chance of catching Harvick. This is how it's all started. You just had 1 lapped car separating them, but he was able to use that to pull away because he's just unable to get underneath and make the pass. Come on, Chase. I believe in you. Let's follow on board with our leader, Kevin Harvick, who has led every single lap so far this race. But he continues to get trapped with this lap traffic. Elliott needs to get underneath Ty if he's going to have any chance of getting up to Harvick here. If Elliott can get under Ty or Ty can get underneath Harvick, that's going to be huge for Chase. What Chase doesn't want is for Harvick to get underneath Newman here. I'm going to be curious when we have green flag pit stops. If people are pitting at different times, just the insane tire difference that there will be on track. Chase continuing to try to get by Ty Dillon, who's a lap down. Currently there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 cars a lap down. Ty being the first one. And Ryan Newman being the last car on the lead lap. Got Kyle Larson back there, who's silently in 4th place right now. Eric Almirola's in 5th. Meanwhile, you continue. You got this battle of who can navigate this lap traffic best. Elliott is stuck behind Ty, but as long as Harvick's stuck behind all the cars in front of him, he's not pulling away from Chase Elliott at all. So we are already almost 70 laps into this race. You can go quickly if you're staying green. Now we continue. We got this single file race of attrition of who can get a better run up off the corner and stick their nose underneath whom. Joey Logano's basically been lurking in 3rd place this whole race. He's waiting at the right time to strike. I don't know exactly when the green flag pit stops will be happening. I imagine they'll be around lap 90 to 100, somewhere around there. Oh, Harvick, he gets underneath Ryan Newman. Oh, Chase Elliott gets underneath Ty. If Chase can get to the bottom of Newman here. Oh, no, he can't. So Harvick passes Newman. And that pushes Ty Dillon up the track. And Chase passes Ty Dillon. But now he's stuck behind Ryan Newman. Sorry, I just had to click off something on my screen when my antivirus pop-ups came up. Alright, so now Harvick is stuck behind Brennan Poole. Ryan Newman is the first car a lap down. Let's follow on board with Kevin Harvick. Let's go Kevin Harvick's rear camera. So we'll be the first to see if Chase Elliott or Logano are able to get underneath Newman. Chase kind of peeking high right there. Maybe he's trying to get a good run on off the corner so he can get underneath Ryan going into the next corner. Ryan blocking low. It wouldn't be a Bristol race if Ryan Newman wasn't aggressively blocking the lead lap cars. Oh, Chase Elliott looked like he was able to get his nose underneath him right there, but just barely unable to. Now they're just majorly struggling whenever they go side by side. See Chase back there. He's kind of slow off the corner. He's going down to the bottom. He's kind of slow. So maybe he's not slow. He's taking a weird line coming off the corner. He's just kind of staying low like that. Interesting. Meanwhile, all it'll take is a bad pit stop or a little bit of contact on track that will need repairing for Harvick to get slowed up. Meanwhile, he makes it past Brennan Poole there. Brennan Poole's going to be stuck on the outside. Looks like Chase will be able to get up there and pass him as well. So most of these cars that Harvick's been able to pass, Chase has been able to pass as well. There's still just the one car buffer in between. Alright, so we've officially got 9 cars a lap down. There's still 29 on the lead lap. Oh, Kevin Harvick is stuck on the top here. Here comes Chase Elliott. Kevin Harvick stuck up top, trying to get past the lap car. What can Chase do here with Quinn? This is the closest the battle as the lead has been since the very beginning of the race. Can Chase give Quinn a push here to get by Kevin Harvick? Harvick is basically neck and neck with the 0-0 in the turns now. We might be at a point where the outside line is starting to get the advantage. Oh, now here comes Joey Logano, who's been saving his tires. He's up into second place. What can he do with that 0-0 in front of him and the 4 on the outside line? It looks like the outside line is working because Harvick's almost clearing the 0-0. Not quite. Harvick got a bad run that time. Man, Harvick is just not able to clear the 0-0. Here comes Joey Logano. Can Joey lead a lap? I think Joey might lead this lap. He's going to. Lap 86. First time we have a lead change. And Kevin Harvick drops like a rock. Joey Logano to the lead. And here comes Chase Elliott trying to follow behind Keselowski, who's a lap down. Trying to pass Kevin Harvick for second position. Once again, if you're confused as to who's on the lead lap and who isn't, just look for this ticker up on the top left. Those are all the cars on the lead lap. As we have Chase Elliott making a pass for second position. So pretty calm race so far, but then all of a sudden we have all these position battles up front. 80-something laps in, we got Joey Logano up into the lead. He's only got one lapped car in front of him, and after that he's got pretty open track beyond that. Let's go on to helicopter view so we can get a aerial shot from the Goodyear blimp helicopter of what's going on the track from high above as we enter onto lap 90 of this race. It's getting 250 miles, 500 laps here at the last great Coliseum. Joey Logano continuing to lead this race, but you can see Chase Elliott right there, just about a half second behind with only a lapped car buffer in between him and Joey Logano. If Chase can get a good run on the outside and pass Keselowski, he can pass him, but he's not able to, and he runs high. That allows the 21 to get underneath him. Now here comes Harvick back for second spot. So Logano continuing to lead after taking over the top spot on lap 86. Finally gets his nose underneath the 0-0. Excuse me. Now there's a 3-car buffer between first and second place. That's exactly what Logano loves to see. Can't imagine it'll be more than like 25 or 30 laps before we start to see the first round of green flag pit stops. Anything can happen in the pits, especially at a track like this. When they're so close together, there's no room for error. Anything can happen come pit stop time. See Harvick back there continuing to run in the second spot, trying to get past these next 3 lap down cars. And we're getting to a point in the race where the tires are worn to where the outside line might be the advantage. So we were seeing those cars racing side by side. The cars on the inside line didn't seem to have the advantage they did on the start of the race. Kurt Busch up into the 4th spot. Kyle Busch 5th. Got the 2 Busch brothers in the top 5. Then you got Elliott, Harvick, and Logano is the top 5. Harvick, we can just go on board with him momentarily, just so you can see how frustrating this might be for one of these lead lap cars. You can see Logano up there. He's in the lead. He's right there within striking distance, but then you just got all these slow lap cars stuck in between you and the car you're chasing after. Must be so frustrating. Ty Dillon, a lap down. Back on board with Harvick. So Harvick continues to get trapped by these 3 lapped cars. We got the 22 catching, I believe, J.J. Yaley in the 52. About to put him a lap down. Currently there are 28 cars on the lead lap. We are 100 laps complete with this race. So we are officially 20% done. It's been a quick 100 laps. And once again, as I usually do in most of these long races, I'll be taking a break about midway through. So around lap 250 or so, don't be surprised when I step aside and mute my mic for like 5 minutes. How's the lag been? Is there a... There's no lag going on, is there? Let's see, Harvick moving down under De Benedetto. Trying to pass one lapped car. He's able to do so. He's got 2 more lapped cars between him and Logano. Kurt Busch up to 3rd. Here's the battle for 3rd right now between the Busch bros. Stenhouse up to 3rd. I think we're seeing some pit stops here shortly. Because I think whoever was in 3rd or 4th before pitted. Where's Logano? Here we go. Here's Logano. Sweet, no leg. Thank you for the feedback, kind gents and gals of the YouTube and Twitch sphere. Whoa. Alright, Logano, he's continued to try to get past J.J. Yaley here. You got Harvick closing back in. Back here, he just needs to get underneath Keselowski. Then he'll have only him and the 00 separating him and the leader. Still got the Busch bros back in there battling for the podium spots. Kevin Harvick just needs to get underneath these 2 guys. Can't imagine it'll be too much longer before we're starting to see the first round of green flag pit stops. I don't know exact fuel window, but I can't imagine it's more than 120, 130 here at Bristol. 120, 130 laps. So right now, we've still got 27 cars on the lead lap. Sounds about right for Bristol, 100 laps in, under a green flag. Logano looking to the bottom. Oh, the 00 gets pushed up by Keselowski. So if Harvick's able to pass him, which he is, now he's just got Keselowski separating him in first place. Now Kevin Harvick's mission is going to be to get underneath the 2 car here. Or to get to the outside. Can he make something work on the outside? Nope, not going to happen. He has to back way off the gas. Look at all that momentum he lost. So no matter if you're on fresh tires or worn tires, it seems like with this current track configuration, the bottom line is going to be your friend. Bottom line is going to be... Oh, Keselowski's leaving the bottom open. There we go. Come on, Harvick. Oh, Harvick, you had your chance. Harvick had his chance to get underneath Keselowski right there to start challenging for the lead. He just hesitated for a split second and wasn't able to get underneath the 2 car to try to make a run on him. So still 115 laps into this green flag run. This is a very close battle for first and second. Just got this 1 lapped car separating the 2. Then you got Kurt Busch there, who's now within a second. You can see Kurt and Kyle. As long as Harvick and Logano continue to get held up by the 52, that's allowing 3rd place and onward to catch up. Harvick able to get underneath the 2. Here we go. Harvick, if he can get clear of the 2, then he can go up and challenge Logano for the lead. He is clear of Keselowski. Here we go. Now Harvick has absolutely no one separating him and Logano is still trapped behind the 52. Exactly what Kevin Harvick loves to see. So he should catch up here in a few laps as long as Logano is still stuck behind the 52. Now can Kevin Harvick do anything once he gets up to the back of the 22? Let's ride on board with Kevin Harvick and see what kind of move he makes. If he plays it safe or if he gets aggressive. Once again, we probably have pit stops coming up here shortly. Actually, if I'm remembering back to my race yesterday that I did with the trucks, the CTS physics, I think it was like 180 laps was the fuel window, so we might have like 60 more laps of fuel. Harvick trying to work his way around Logano here, trying to strategically set him up. Oh, Kurt Busch, what happened to Kurt? He went from 3rd, he's back in 7th, like 3.5 seconds down. What happened to Kurt? He must have gotten stuck on the outside line at some point. That's the only explanation I can think of. So let's continue to watch the battle for the lead right here between Joey Logano and Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick gets his nose underneath Logano. Here comes Harvick back to the inside. And he takes the lead back from Logano on lap 123. So Logano had the lead for about 50 laps or so. 40 laps. But on lap 123, Kevin Harvick says, "Nuh-uh. I'm taking that back. That top spot is mine." But what can Logano do as long as Kevin Harvick is trapped behind this lapped car? That's keeping Logano within striking distance. You can see Kyle Busch back to within a second of the top 2. He's only got Quinn and Kurt separating 2nd and 3rd place. So we're officially 25% complete with this race, 125 laps in. So Harvick's able to get underneath the 52, but as is Joey Logano. So here's the battle for the lead right here between the 4 and the 22. The 18 is still within striking distance back there, but he's got a few lapped cars in between them. Mitchell Collins, Gaming with Roman, Holden. Once again, N4, Scar, FamFan, Kermimene, Donovan, John, Called, Dale Jr. Fan 88. I'm just going to call you Dale Jr. Fan for now. I'll eventually call you by your new name, but it'll take some getting used to. What's up, Sylvie? Alright, so Kevin Harvick continuing to build the gap a little bit now that he's back into a comfortable lead. Probably within 50 laps we'll see the pit stops. I thought it was going to be less than that, but yeah, remembering back to my race yesterday, it was about, we could stretch it about 170, 180 laps. Oh, here comes Harvick with a bunch of lap traffic in front of him. Got some more cars about to go a lap down. Got Suarez about to go a lap down. Austin Dillon's a lap down. So we're going to be pretty far into this race, and there's not going to be too many cars left on the lead lap. Kyle Busch fan Eric, thanks for tuning in, y'all. Cheese Nuggets. What happened to Chase is a good question. Chase is 2 laps down. He must have had to pit for something. Chase must have had to pit. He is 2 laps down. What? Let's follow Chase wherever he is. If he seems pretty quick, he's probably on fresh tires. That means he pitted at some point. So he was in 3rd at one point. He's now 2 laps down, 2nd to last. What on earth happened to Chase Elliott? Let's go back to Logano. Continues to try to navigate through this lap traffic to catch Harvick in the lead. Harvick running wide for whatever reason. Now Harvick, the next lap car he has to deal with is Corey LaJoie. Logano looks like he's able to get around Suarez on the outside for the most part. One more turn, he should have him cleared. Maybe, maybe not. Looked like Suarez had, or Logano had Suarez cleared. But Suarez fighting back on that inside line. He's not going to give it up. And meanwhile, that's exactly what Harvick loves to see, is just that battle back there for 2nd place, trying to get around all those lap cars. Ooh, no, Logano's dropping. He's dropping a bit, and here comes Stenhouse back up to 3rd. Steadily catching up. Alright, so we've only got 22 cars left on the lead lap. We're barely 25% into this race. So here's Harvick still trying to get past Corey LaJoie. And Logano just continues to lose more and more ground each lap. How are you doing, Thick Hicks? So nearly 150 laps into this race, caution-free so far. If Kevin Harvick laps like half the field here, if a caution comes out, he's not going to have too much competitors to deal with on the restarts. If half the field has put a lap down. Logano's catching back up a little bit in split time, but he's still got 4 lap cars he's got to get around. Only knows what's going on here. Oh, careful. Kozlowski almost hooked Dillon into his teammate. Alright, so Logano gets past 2 lap cars right there. So now he's just got Suarez and Garrett Smithley to get past before he can start trying to catch up Harvick. But Harvick's all the way up there. Could Harvick be the first 2-time winner of this NR2003 weekly simulations? Weekendly simulations. The NR2003 Sunday simulations. There we go. I'm trying to do everything in my power to have my my name of this little series I'm doing try not to sound like the NR2003 Tuesday afternoon sim series. You hear that drive-through? I'm making sure to try not to interfere with your branding. Alright, Logano needs to get past this 96 and 51 ASAP. Just a few cars up here is Harvick, who's still trapped behind the 32 car. This is gonna take Harvick getting into an accident or having a really bad pit stop, something for him to lose this race. Yeah, Harvick is social distancing himself from the lead lap cars. So there's still 22 cars on the lead lap. LaJoie is the last car on the lead lap, fighting to go a lap down. Oh yeah, that guy that took my videos. We all know you're the originator of the Jimmy idea drive-through. Speaking of, someone look up the Jimmy video, and I haven't seen the views on that in quite a minute. I want to get a views report. Oh, we got some slow cars coming up. What is going on? Major slow cars. So, Byron now goes a lap down. JJ Yaley is gonna go a second lap down. Reddick's gonna go a lap down. Meanwhile, Logano back here still fighting. Oh, he did get past Suarez. And, Garrett Smithley, there we go. 168K. You love to see it. Hell yeah. Alright, so Logano's got a little bit of open track in front of him, but he's also got some more lap cars now that Harvick has been able to navigate. Yeah, this is Harvick's race to lose. It's gonna take a bad pit stop or a crash or penalty or something for him to give up this lead. Probably got pit stops coming up in 15, 20 laps or so. I can't imagine it'll be any more than that. Alright, so exactly half the field's a lap down. You got LaJoie, Johnson, and Christopher Bell fighting to stay on the lead lap. And LaJoie looks like he's about to go a lap down. And he does, as Harvick's able to clear him. And Harvick just putting on a clinic. The winner of the first NR2003 Sunday simulation race we did back in Atlanta. Bowman was the second winner at Homestead. I can't remember who won last week. Viewers of mine whose memory is better than me. Who won the simulated race we did at Texas last week? Why can I not remember? Wasn't it Hamlin? Because Harvick tried to make a pass on the very last lap, then got held up by, I think it was Joey Gase going into the pits. I think I'm remembering that. I think it was Hamlin and Harvick battling on the final lap, but then Harvick got held up by a slow car. Oh, side by side in front, but now that's going to put Johnson a lap down. Jimmy Johnson a lap down. Hamlin, that's right, okay. And yeah, Harvick with the... I think it was Harvick that got caught up by the slow car on the final lap. So how ironic would that be? Harvick, who got screwed out of a win last week due to the lap traffic, is able to just be godly with navigating the lap traffic today and just pull away from the rest of the field for a win. He's only got 5 cars that are within 10 seconds of him. Keep in mind, this is at a track where we do like 15, 16, 17 lap, second laps. Excuse me, I can't talk. Alright, so we're about a third of the way complete with this race. So if we do it in 166, 167 lap segments, next one would be 333 laps, then 500. So yeah, we're about 33% complete already. So if they've gone this long, if they've reached like the 33% complete mark and they still haven't pitted, they should be able to do this entire race on only 2 pit stops under green. Subscribe to Jelly. I never thought I'd see mine and Soundhead's name in the same sentence as Jelly. Whoa! Here we go. Pit stops. Pit stop time. We got Harvick coming into the pits. Let's follow him and see if anything happens to him in the pits. Historically, in these races, it's usually been the car that pits first that gets the huge advantage. Because they pit first right away, they don't have any traffic to deal with. Here comes McDowell. Here's Logano. There was our second place car. Oh. He's got Harvick right behind him. Where's I think Logano's pit box is in here. Yep, there it is. So Harvick's going to get out cleanly. Now this is where cautions tend to happen with cars trying to get in and out of the pits at the same time. Alright, so Harvick able to pit cleanly. But if a caution comes out now, that's going to screw him over. There goes Hamlin. Or not Hamlin, Logano. So there's the theoretical battle for first. Harvick up there, and then Logano in second. Here's Kyle Busch. I don't know if Kyle Busch is pitted yet. I don't believe so. We'll probably see him pull down low here. Okay, Kyle Busch is into the lead, so he hasn't pitted. So he's going to be slowing up Logano big time. Unless Logano can get to the bottom. Yeah, you can see the fresh tire advantage right here. So far, no caution. Here we go. Kyle Busch down to the pits. So our leader down to the pits. We are still green. No incidents during this green flag pit cycle. So that's going to have Truex Jr. take over. Truex Jr. is now your leader. But he's coming into the pits. Corey LaJoy is now your leader. Corey LaJoy picks up the lead. He's one of the last cars to not come into the pits yet. Cole Custer hasn't yet either, or Hamlin, Blaney, and Ryan Preece. And here comes Corey LaJoy. So are we going to have a completely clean green flag pit cycle? There's Kyle Busch. Just came out of the pits. Alright, so the 41 was in the lead. He led a lap, but now he's pulling down. And once the 41 and 32 is done with their pits, that's going to cycle Kevin Harvick back into the lead. As expected. Oh, but look at this gaggle of lap cars he's got in front of him. Including Denny Hamlin, who's trying not to go a lap down. Oh my goodness. We only got 16 cars on the lead lap right now. 15. And back here in second, we got Logano, but he's trapped behind Suarez. Otherwise, they've got a bunch of clean track ahead of him. Very surprised, no caution during that pit cycle. That's usually when we see the most amount of chaos, is when all the cars coming in and out of the pits at the same time as each other. So then all the way up here is Kevin Harvick, who's just making mincemeat of this lap traffic. He's just cutting right through them like butter. Jeez. We're gonna go like halfway into this race. There's only gonna be like 5 cars on the lead lap.
He's the one that drives like a little. I'm gonna bust his ass.
Oh, Kingster!
Thanks, Tony. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, dude. Do not worry. I'm just glad to have you here. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. As Tony says, thank you. Good to have you here, bud. Got an interesting pit strategy going on right now, or pit battle, I should say, not necessarily strategy. But Harvick is just the clear dominating car so far into this race. Just cutting through this lap traffic like butter. Boom, confetti. So we have only got 5 cars within 10 seconds of the leader. Or 4 cars, I should say. This is crazy. It's going to take a caution, Harvick getting in a wreck or something for him to lose this race. Busch putting... Not Kurt Busch, what am I talking about? Kevin Harvick putting yet another car lap down. I saw Kurt Busch in the distance there, that's what I was thinking of. So now there are 10 cars on the lead lap. I should have installed that that caution. The thing that lets you throw the manual yellows in NR. But you have to be racing to do that. You can't necessarily do it for the AI races. So right now, Chris Buescher is fighting to be the last car in the lead lap. About 60 or so laps here. I'm going to take a really brief break, as I usually do at the halfway point of these simulation races. So we're only an hour in. We're already almost 200 laps in. That's a pretty good rate. At this rate, we should... If the race stays clean for the most part, we should be done in, like, well under 2 hours. Or, not, well under 3 hours, excuse me. Most of these, 500 races have been around 3.5 hours or so, but those are the 500 milers. This is a 250 miler, 500 laps, since we're at the short track. Getting the race into a Matt Kenseth. Yeah, should I get in the race in the NBCSN car and cause a caution? Chris Buescher doing anything and everything to stay in the lead lap. Because if a caution comes out right now, he'll be right back in it. But as of now, just Harvick continuing to put on a clinic. He is nearly 4 seconds ahead of the next closest car. I swear I put in the ratings for this year so far, for the first 4 ratings. Or for the first 4 races. I swear I didn't beef up Harvick at all. Not like I would have wanted to or had a reason to. Yeah, the pit stops were clean cheese nuggets, surprisingly. We're nearly 200 laps into this race. Oh, that's a pit lane 1 cam. If you guys think marathon races are boring, don't ever try to watch an old school NASCAR race. Back in the day, it'd be rare for more than 5 cars to finish on the lead lap, so... You want to talk about boring? Don't you dare ever try to watch an old race if you think this is boring. Kevin Harvick still trapped behind Chris Buescher. He's got Ryan Preece right in front of him. They're both kind of slowing him down. Logano isn't really pulling away or gaining. He's still right around 3.5, 3 3/4 seconds back. 369, nice. Nice. Alright, and we are officially 200 laps complete already, so... Only an hour in, we're nearly 40% complete with the race. We are 40% complete with the race at 200 laps. As a quick first 40%. So mainly we're just going to be following Harvick here. Hopefully he doesn't get caught up in any wrecks. The 42 and the 1. Two teammates here battling for 8th. Looking at the split time here, that's one of the closest battles for position, split time wise. Is Larson and Kurt Busch battling for the 8th spot. Harvick finally able to get underneath the 17. You can see the 17 just drops like a rock. Yeah, I know I was close. I know it's not a major milestone by any means, but did I hit 45k subs yet? I know 50k is like the big major milestone around here, but... Oh, what? I dropped 5 since I last checked. Phooey. It's rigged. NASCAR, or YouTube is rigged. I am subscribed to Ed Soundhead, but I am not subscribed to Jelly. I would be lying, though, if I said I didn't watch some of his stuff back in the day. So right now, there are literally only 8 cars on the lead lap. Kurt Busch being the last one. We need a caution desperately here. We need a caution desperately. Oh, Larson, get your lap back. Get it back. There we go. Get your lap back, Larson. Not only gets his lap back, he takes over the 8th spot. Come on, Harvick. I want you to wreck. That would be the ultimate redemption, though, if after last week, Harvick gets screwed out of the chance of a win from a lapped car pulling right in front of him and then slowing down to get into the pits. And then this week, he just cleanly navigates through all the lap traffic, like, just cuts through it like butter. Larson's at risk of going a lap down again. Larson needs to get underneath the 21. Cause a caution or something. There are only like 2 cars that aren't at risk of going a lap down right now. Even Chase Elliott's like 6-7 seconds away from going a lap down. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of that jelly stuff just back in the just GTA 5 days. I had a little phase for a couple months where I was watching him and his crew, but that came and went quickly. I moved on to bigger and better things. Oh no, Larson, don't do it! Oh, Larson pulls up. There are 7 cars on the lead lap. You hate to see it. And one of them is at risk of going a lap down here shortly, Clint Boyer. Although luckily he's got 3 lapped cars in between him and his teammate Kevin Harvick. You'd hope that Kevin Harvick wouldn't push too hard to put his teammate a lap down, but hey, this is Bristol, baby. So we're already only like 32, 33 laps away from the halfway point. There's one lapper en route to Clint Boyer. Oh, Clint Boyer pitting. The last car in the lead lap pits, and now there's only 6 cars on the lead lap. Dude, I want to see Harvick lap the field. At this point, if there's only 7 cars on the lead lap, I mean, if you're gonna do it right. Lap the entire field. Hold up, Flo. Logano. Out of nowhere, he's climbed back to within a second. But it's not gonna do him any favors if he gets trapped up in the outside line. Oh, Logano, he was closing in, but he just got trapped in the outside line. He just lost a bunch of ground. Oh my goodness. I want to see Harvick lap the field at this point. This is absolute pure domination. Alright, so at least another car isn't going to go a lap down for a little bit. And if something happens to Logano and Harvick here, that'd be huge. That'd put so many cars back on the lead lap. Oh, Logano, look at how much time he lost being stuck in the outside line. He was within a second a few laps ago, and now he's almost 4 seconds back. Poor Logano. Just absolutely left out to dry in that outside lane, and just a bunch of laptors passed him. So the next car at risk of going a lap down is Kyle Busch. And don't look now, but we have Michael McDowell currently sitting in the 5th position. Hold up. This is the battle for 4th place right now. No, 5th place. No, this is the battle for 4th place. Between Elliott, Kyle Busch, and Michael McDowell. These 3 cars are all battling for position right here. So we can follow this while Harvick continues to put on a clinic. So the first pit stops were around 170, 180. So we gotta go to probably at least lap 350, 360 before we're seeing the next round of green flag pit stops. So much lap traffic. Dude, Harvick might put the entire field lap down. Chase! Uh-oh. Is he pitting? What's going on with Chase? 5 cars left on the lead lap. Something happened with Chase. He's pitting under green off schedule. Yeah, he was pitting weird before, that's right. Because that's right, he was 2 laps down earlier, but then he was back on the lead lap, fighting for 4th. Huh. So now, where's Harvick? Here we go. Dude, Harvick's seriously going to lap the field in this race. I kind of want to see that at this point. I don't think Chase blew up. I think he's just in a weird cycle off of everyone else. I think he just pitted like 100 laps earlier than the rest of the field for some weird reason. So we literally have 5 cars on the lead lap. 2 of those is at risk of going a lap down shortly. Joey Gase slow up high. Man, if Harvick somehow loses this race, that might be one of the biggest choke jobs of all time. Now Harvick's going to the outside line. What are you doing? If he goes from having the entire field but 4 cars put a lap down halfway through the race to somehow not winning, he might be that might be one of the biggest choke jobs of all time. McDowell is in 5th place, so if he goes a lap down, there's only 4 cars left, And it looks like he's going to go a lap down because he's caught in the outside right here. You've got to be kidding me. And here goes McDowell running up high. And there's 4 cars left on the lead lap. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe this. If Harvick somehow doesn't win this race, that'll be one of the biggest choke jobs of all time. Logano's back to within a second and a half. He's on the inside line gaining ground, but still got a bunch of lappers in between him and Harvick. So right now, Logano's the only one that could possibly challenge Harvick under green if he can somehow catch up. So there's Logano back there, and here's Harvick all the way up here. So as we steadily approach the halfway point, just want to remind you guys I'll be taking a really brief intermission at the halfway point so I can use the bathroom and walk around for a couple minutes. But I will be back. Do not worry. I'll leave the race running green. While I'm away, I'll just mute the microphone. Logano's closing in a little bit. Picked up a 10th in that last lap. He's passing more and more lapped cars. He's closing the deficit of the amount of lapped cars between him and Harvick. Right now there's only 1, 2, 3. There's 3 cars between him and Harvick. If Cold Custard can get his nose underneath Harvick here and push him up to the top, that'll help. That'll help Logano significantly. Logano gained another 10th. Oh, he gained like 3 or 4 tenths that time. But Logano's got to get past all this lap traffic that Harvick's had to get through. Yeah, watch Harvick's engine blow. I'm half expecting that at this point. So Joey Logano is going to be like within a second this next lap by. He's just got those 3 cars he's got to pass to get up to Harvick. Because the 41 wide, that's 1 car Logano needs to pass. If Logano can get down there. Oh, just clears Logano, does the 41. But now there's only 2 cars in his way, but Logano's gonna get by quick them. Get by quick them. There it is. Can you tell I've been streaming for too long? Get by them quickly. That's what I meant to say. Holy stroke. Because once Harvick gets by Timmy Hill, he's gonna be gone to the races. He's gonna just pull away immediately. Let's go on board with Joey Logano so we can get a look at the gap between first and second. Oh, Logano runs wide. He's gonna get passed by some lappers. That is not what Logano needs to see. Yeah, fortunately for Logano, Harvick is still trapped behind Timmy Hill. Didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did. Make of that what you will. Alright. Do you guys want TV1 or helicopter cam while I take this break? TV1 will feel more professional, but helicopter will give you a better view of the whole track. So you guys want helicopter or TV1 while I take this break? Let me know in the chat. So this race should only be like 2.5 hours. We're already past the halfway point. We're only an hour 15 minutes into this stream. Yeah, Joey, I mean, he's still right there. Joey's got the 3 lapped cars in between him, but he's right there. Just this lap traffic is such an inconvenience. Alright, 5 people say, 6 people say helicopter cam, 1 TV, alright. So I'm going to leave it to helicopter cam here shortly. I'm going to take a quick break. Then we will be back momentarily. Alright, helicopter cam won the vote. Oh, here comes Logano. It's only 2 cars in between him and Harvick. He's able to pass one of the lappers. Alright, so here's the view for the lead. The battle for the lead between Harvick and Logano. Everyone else is basically a lap down. I will be back in like 5 minutes. Gonna use the bathroom real quick and just walk around for a couple minutes. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Truly appreciate the support. I will be back shortly. Enjoy. Alright, I am back. And it looks like we are about to have 4th place go a lap down. Alright, Harvick better blow an engine or lap the entire field. I don't want any in between. If he doesn't either lap the field or choke this win, I'm going to be very sad. There's going to be so many cars that get back on the lead lap if Harvick, like, gets destroyed right here. And there goes 4th place a lap down. There are now only 3 cars on the lead lap. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. So like I said, I want Harvick to either lap the entire field or wreck out. I don't want any in between. Oh my goodness. Come on, Harvick. Now I'm rooting for him to lap the field. So I don't think he's going to crash out. It's a way better chance of him lapping the field. I know, that'd be a pretty funny stream, honestly. If one car laps the entire freaking field. We're not lagging, are we? We got the pinwheel going over on Twitch. Alright, we're good. We're good. Alright, so it's gonna take a choke in the pits or a caution for any of these guys to have a chance of beating Harvick. Logano's starting to catch up a little bit in the split time. He was down 5 seconds at one point. Now he's up to 3 something. Gained a 10th there. Kyle Larson is the first car a lap down, so if Larson can get up past Harvick right here, that'll put Larson back on the lead lap. That's not going to help Larson at all if he's going wide like that. Same thing with McDowell. Both of the cars immediately behind Harvick are both just 1 lap down, so if they can get past him, they'll technically be back on the lead lap. All I need to do is just stick their nose underneath the 4 going into one of these turns. He's got plenty of lap traffic in his way. Checking up. So I might be partaking in the Travis's iRacing Tomfoolery series iRacing race tonight. So go check out Moonhead's channel for his broadcast. That I probably won't stream it. I'll probably record it. Kyle Busch dropped like a freaking rock. He might have pitted. He might have pitted at some point, or he just dropped. Come on, Larson. You just need to get past the 4 and you're back on the lead lap. The 47 is catching up. The 47 third place was 9 seconds back at one point. Now he's like just a little under 7. There goes Harvick underneath Joey Gase. Larson to follow. So Larson and McDowell still right behind. So if they can get past him and a caution were to come out, they'd be back on the lead lap. It's right on board with Kyle Larson. See if he can't get past him at all. So like I said, I want to see Harvick either lap the field or have the biggest choke of all time. I don't want any in between. I don't want a side-by-side finish for first and second. I want him to either lap the field or crash. Come on, Larson. Get your nose underneath him. This little conga line of cars right here is coming up on more lap traffic up there. Oh, Harvick's able to get underneath the 52. It's not a single car that's DNF'd this race. I gotta say, as many cars that are lap down, the most that there is a lap down is only 3. With 4 cars, the 52, the 9, the 14, and the 51 all being 3 laps down. So Larson currently the first car lap down, trying to get past Harvick to get his lap back. Harvick currently trying to lap the entire field. Oh, caution! Oh no! There goes Harvick's quest. Oh, and Larson just stays the lap down. There are currently 3 cars on the lead lap. Oh my goodness. Alright, so what the frick happened? I saw the tire marks. There it is. There's the smoke at least. What on earth happened? Of course, now we have a caution when there's only 3 cars on the lead lap. Oh, Matt DiBenedetto, no. Oh, he got turned by Reddick. He just got flat out dumped by Reddick. He collects Joey Gase. He's able to keep it going. But that brings out the caution. Oh my goodness. I have all these cars a lap down that can't pit. You have a few cars I'm sure did pit. Yeah, right there. Where's Harvick? Here we go. So there's Harvick's pit stop. He's gonna be in first, obviously. There's no way anyone's gonna pass him in this round of pit stops. Then all these other cars have to pit the next lap since they're all lapped down. Uh-oh. Oh, he's getting a little bit of damage. Oh! There it is! There's the choke! There it is! Oh my god! There it is! Oh! What did I just see? Oh my god! What did I just see? There's the choke! Kevin Harvick is out of it! What the heck just happened? Oh my goodness! Oh! It all started when he came out of the pits when everyone else is coming in. And there's just, since there's so many lap cars, they're just all trying to come in for the pit stop on the next lap. Since they're not allowed on the lead lap, he nails this head on, getting hooked by Garrett Smithley. And then he's glitching out, he's stuck up against the wall. He's stuck up against the wall. Oh my god, we gotta go slow motion for this. And then right at the end, he hits a glitch and goes flying. It hits that wall and goes upside down. Oh my goodness. That might have been the greatest thing I've ever seen in this game. That might have been the greatest thing I've ever seen in this game. Oh my god. Oh, my throat hurts from laughing. Oh my god. So now, that opens the race wide up to Logano. Oh, we're live, shoot! I spent so much time laughing to Logano and... Yep, Harvick's out. Logano and Stenhouse are the only cars on the lead lap right now. So there's Stenhouse. And then up here is the leader. That opens the race wide open for Logano. That might have been the greatest thing I've ever seen. Oh. Oh, my chest hurts from laughing so much. It hurts. Oh my god. So now if something happens to Logano or I should say Logano and Stenhouse, we'll basically have like 16 cars back on the lead lap. Oh my god. That's the choke I wanted to see. I said I wanted him to lap the entire field or to choke. And he choked alright. So lapping so many cars turned out to be a curse. Because since that line was so long of the lap cars trying to get into the pits... Oh, the 0-1, or the 0-0, whatever. Oh, there's a caution again! What was that for? Was that for the... I think it was the 0-0. Where's the 0-0? What the heck? What happened? We got more cautions. Cautions breed cautions. Quinn Hoof. Yes, I know it's not how his name is correctly pronounced, but that's how I pronounce it. What happened to him? He got turned. Oh, he just got dumped by Garrett Smithley. Garrett Smithley, he takes out Harvick. Then he takes out the 0-0 to bring out another caution. Oh my goodness. This might be the greatest thing I've ever seen. So now, does anyone pit? Since they just did. We need some action to get some cars back on the lead lap. Thank you, Trop, for clipping that. That might have been the greatest thing I've ever seen in NR. Oh my god. My face, my chest, my throat hurts from laughing. Oh my goodness. Hold on for a second. I'm just gonna mute just for like 10 seconds. Alright, I'm back, so we got no takers. That's okay, I'll clip it afterwards. That might be its own upload. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. That was just so unexpected, too. Because it was already hilarious enough that he front-ended it right into the end of that pit road wall after getting hooked by one of the lappers. That was already funny enough. Then it was just so unexpected. He just glitches out, just flies into oblivion, hits that inside wall, and flips upside down, and he's done. Alright, it's gonna be between Joey and Stenhouse. Everyone else is fighting to get back on the lead lap. The 0-0 is more than one lap down. If Larson can get clear of Logano here and another caution comes out, then Larson will be back on the lead lap. So Larson needs a good jump here to get in front of Logano. That's not a good jump. And then Stenhouse is just going to get caught up in the outside here. Watch the next two leaders wreck. Oh my goodness. cannot believe that happened. Dude, I probably blew out my microphone so hard from laughing that hard. So I know my audio settings are bad right now. I probably blew the hell out of my microphone laughing that hard. I might put together a little best of April. Since I got so much free time now. And that'll definitely go on it. Yeah, at least Harvick crashed in style, I would say. Oh my god. I'm just dumbfounded that that happened. Larson's still right there. And here's second place, Stenhouse. So Larson can realistically get back on the lead lap here. He just needs to get by Logano and then have a caution come out. Let's see what the split time is between what Logano and Stenhouse is. Oh, Logano's pulling away. But he'll be the first to encounter the lap traffic. Oh my god. Ugh. Alright, Larson, he's climbing back. He's wanting that lap back. He wants more than 2 cars on the lead lap. Yeah, Logano's the car to beat since Harvick's out. Who is that? I think that's John Hunter Nemechek that they're catching up on. Then a whole gaggle of lap traffic after that. So once again, Larson trying to get back on the lead lap. Stenhouse back there, trying to catch Logano for the lead. We are nearly 2/3 of the way complete with this race once we hit lap 333. Is that... No, it's Eric Jones who's way off the pace. What happened to him? He's 5 laps down. He must be having some mechanical issues. Go on board with Eric Jones as we see the quickly approaching lap car of Joey Logano catching him. God, that was just... The Harvick thing was amazing because it was so unexpected. I mean, it was already, like, surprising enough that he hooked himself into the, like, wall. The lead lap cars. Or what, the lap cars. And that just completely caught me off guard. Alright, so here's Logano navigating through lap traffic. Truex way off the pace, too. He ain't gonna win the battle, but may want a battle, but you ain't gonna win the damn war. There we go. It's been a while since I heard that quote. I couldn't even remember how it went. Alright, come on, Larson. Get your lap back. Get your lap back. Get back there. Get underneath Logano and take it away. And then wreck Logano. So far, Harvick is the only one out of the race. Dominated the first, like, 300 laps. And then does the ultimate yeeting. And when I say yeeting, I mean a yeeting. Oh, there goes Larson! Larson! Yay! He's fighting. If he can clear Logano here, that'll put Larson back on the lead lap. Ooh, and that's going to be a double bonus that Truex is catching. And don't look now, but here comes Stenhouse! Ryan Larson, there it is. Kyle Larson is back on the lead lap, and Stenhouse to the lead. See, good things happen when Kyle Larson is on the lead lap. So we have another lead change on lap 339, with Stenhouse taking the lead. And we got Chris Buescher right behind Logano. It looks like Buescher will be able to get a lap back. So now we went from 2 cars being on the lead lap to now 4 if Buescher can get by Logano. And he can. So if a caution comes out now, it'll be a 4-car battle for the lead. Why is it not putting Buescher ahead of... Oh, never mind, because he's not ahead of Stenhouse. He passed Logano, but not Stenhouse. I'm dumb. So now this is the next battle. Between the 17 and the 47. Stenhouse trying to fend off the guy who replaced him. Buescher trying to get back on the lead lap in 4th place. Man, everything just shook up completely with that Harvick incident. Oh, I don't think I'll ever get over what happened to Harvick. That might have been the greatest thing ever in NR history. Chris Buescher all over Stenhouse, trying to get his lap back. Eric Jones slow off the pace back there. He's like 5 laps down. Instead of clearing my throat on mic, I just click it off and then back on real quick. Oh, if he can get underneath. Chris Buescher. There he goes, and then Logano's going to follow him to try to get back to the lead. So not only are we getting another car back on the lead lap, Logano goes to the lead. He gets the lead back. And here comes the 10. If the 10 can pass Logano, that'll be another car back on the lead lap. We're getting more and more cars back on the lead lap ever since Harvick crashed. Just naturally, like under green. So Logano back to the lead. Stenhouse fell back drastically. But you got Almirola right there in the 10 car. Fighting to get past Logano to get on the lead lap. Excuse me. Got Kyle Larson kind of stuck up ahead of some lap cars up there that he's trying to get by. So we have less than 150 laps to go here in the 2020 Food City 500. There's Larson to the outside. Oh no, Larson to the outside. No. That's going to hurt him, or is it? Unless he can clear Timmy Hill on the outside. Come on, Larson. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, shoot. That's going to hurt Larson. He's going to get lapped again unless he can clear him. He does. There he goes. Nice. Larson gets past Timmy Hill. Is able to stay on the lead lap for now. Chris Buescher back a lap down. He got passed by Logano. But you still have Almirola right behind him trying to get his lap back. Nothing that happens the rest of this race can top what happened to Harvick. Yeah, the Larson line worked indeed. He's continuing to pass more lapped cars. Larson is. There we go. Keep doing that, Larson. Pass as many lapped cars as you can. Start catching back up. Oh, he's got the 51 in front of him. He's slow. Oh, 10 back on the lead lap. The 10 able to get by Joey Logano. Oh, Logano! He gets put up high. It's a... Stenhouse back to the lead. Let's see what happened. Logano gets put high by some lap traffic. Oh yeah, he tries to go wide of Timmy Hill, and that just doesn't work for him. Then when he goes wide of Timmy Hill, Almirola takes advantage. And then so does Stenhouse and a lot of others. Buescher gets back on the lead lap. Wow. Oh, but right when I say that, I keep missing the battles for the lead. He's back to the lead. Stenhouse keeps choking it. Don't look now, we got 5 cars back on the lead lap. As long as the 17 and the 10 stay ahead of him. Who's the next car that needs to catch Logano? Kurt Busch. Where's Kurt Busch? Oh, he's nowhere close. He's nowhere close. Uh-oh. Almirola's gonna go lap down again. As he gets stuck up on the outside here. So Logano followed closely by Stenhouse back there. Aiden. Harvick dominated for about 300 laps, and when I say dominated, I mean had all but like 3 cars lapped. A caution came out for a minor wreck. Under caution, he pitted. While he's coming out from the pits, he gets hooked by the lapped cars coming into the pits. Wrecks himself into the inside pit wall head on. And then in that happening, he's like grinding up against the inside wall, and then at some point he just completely glitches out. And flies across the track and goes upside down. And now Harvick's the only one to DNF this race, after leading 300 laps. Almirola trying to get back on the lead lap. Hell yeah, Trop. Yeah, as long as they're my Twitch clips, I don't care if you post Twitch stuff here. I don't think YouTube should have a problem with that. I promote my YouTube stuff on Twitch, and I promote my Twitch stuff on YouTube. I show love for both platforms. Alright, Almirola back on the lead lap. So now we're back to 5 cars on the lead lap. Logano has to go up high. That's allowing Stenhouse to catch back up. Don't look now, but here comes Stenhouse. Don't look now, but here comes Stenhouse. This is for the lead. Still Logano just barely. But Stenhouse might have the advantage on the bottom. They're side by side on the backstretch for the lead. Always being held up by Truex. He's not able to quite clear him. There he goes. Stenhouse back to the lead. And meanwhile, you got the 10 and the 17 and company pulling away to stay on the lead lap. You love to see it. Larson is all the way up here. Wow, he's closing in more and more. Holy crap, he's within 11 seconds of the leader. Larson might win this thing if this stays green. I think he's got the fastest car in the green right now. He gained another 1/10 of a second that time. If he can get under past these two slow cars. He's got more open ground in front of him. Oh, he lost about a tenth. Oh, he's got a bunch of lap traffic he's catching up on. Alright, back to our leader. Oh, they're still side by side for the lead. Our Stenhouse and Logano. Stenhouse with the advantage. Less than 125 laps to go. Oh shoot, hold on. I'll be back in like 20 seconds. I gotta plug my laptop in. Alright, I'm back. Stenhouse continuing to try to fend off Joey Logano here in these closing laps. Got Larson. He gained another half second or so. He's down to 11.1. It was about 11.7 last we checked. Man, Larson could win this if this stays green. Oh, he got held up again. I think he's catching a bunch of lap traffic. Yep. As long as he can get underneath it quickly like that. Yeah, Larson's losing some ground now that he's caught up in all this traffic. But, I don't know, I think he might have the fastest car, like, under green right now on the long run, so... If he can get a decent pit stop next time by, not lose too much ground in the pits. I think Larson might have a chance at this. I know he lost another half second or so those last couple laps. But we still got like 120 laps to go. Anything can happen. Trust me, after what we saw with Harvick, anything can happen. Still around 12.2. 12.5. Shoot, he's losing ground now. So he's stuck behind the 37. And there's lots of more lap traffic in front of him. Meanwhile, here's the battle for the lead. Between Stenhouse and Logano. Logano back to the lead. Got a great battle between these two right now. 17 is about to go a lap down again. If he stays on the outside, yep. Good battle between Stenhouse and Logano here in these last 115 laps of the 2020 NR2003 Food City 500. Kingster Cole with the $2 super chat. Thanks so much, Kingster. Dude, after what we saw with Harvick, you never know if a BBO might happen or not.
He's the one that drives like a little. I'm gonna bust his ass.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you. Oh, it's the same notification twice in a row. Aw, I'm sorry. I like it when the notification's different each time. That's just a 1 in 14 chance. I think that's how many alerts I got. I think it's just a 1 in 14 chance it'll repeat. Just because I have them all set to random at the same level of probability. So as long as Truex continues to trap Logano here, that's keeping Stenhouse within striking distance. Oh my goodness. What happened to Harvick? Trop, if you're still watching, can we get a... Can you post that clip again? Actually,
He's
no,
the one that drives like a little. I'm gonna bust his ass.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you.
3 times in a row! The same alert 3 times in a row. Thank you, Kingster. Thank you so much. I'm just baffled that we got the same alert 3 times in a row. Hold on, let me try something. I'm gonna... The screen's gonna pause just for a second. I'm gonna go to the alert box and just refresh it. If I give it a good refreshing, maybe the next time if and when I get anything, it'll be different than the last few alerts. Alright, I look away for a second. Here comes Stenhouse back to the lead. Stenhouse with the advantage on the bottom. Got a great back and forth battle between Stenhouse and Logano. Oh, Kingster! Kingster, I appreciate the sport. You don't have to try to... Oh. There we go. There, a different alert, finally. Thank you. I was getting worried there for a second. I think 14 times 14 times 14. Multiply that together, and then that's the 1 in probability that we just had of getting those last 3 alerts in a row. The same ones. Thank you so much, Kingster. I truly appreciate it, bud. So like I said, we are in trying times right now. We are in times where people are having to wash their hands and use toilet paper. So make sure you have enough for yourself. Especially now. Do not be generously donating too much during these trying times. I truly appreciate it, though. Just a reminder, kids, make sure to wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. Before and after using the bathroom, eating, shaking people's hands. If you're still doing that right now, you should just be doing the elbow thing at this point. But be sanitary, be hygienic, be safe. I'm sure you're sick of people telling you that stuff at this point. But I feel like I wouldn't be my civic duty as a content creator if I didn't tell you guys to do that. Alright. 101 laps to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Super close battle right now between Stenhouse and Logano. Kyle Larson is losing ground. I'm guessing he's stuck behind some lap traffic. Yeah. If he can get past the 15, he's got like no one past them. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. He's got a bunch of cars past them. We need a caution now, so Kyle Larson can be back, like, cycled around on the lead lap. So that's Larson in 4th, and then here's the battle for the lead right here. Alright, come on, Larson. Whoa. Oh, there's Logano looking on the bottom. Oh, that's so close. So close. It's still Stenhouse with the advantage. And Chris Buescher's back there, trying to get back on the lead lap. Stenhouse goes wide. It's going to give the advantage back to Logano. And Buescher's going to follow. All Buescher needs to do now is get past Logano, and Buescher's technically back on the lead lap. The only 4 cars on the lead lap right now are Logano, Stenhouse, Kyle Larson, and Eric Almirola. Stenhouse lost a little bit of ground there. Now he's got a lapped car between him and Logano. I'm not sure if they're going to need to do one more round of pit stops or not. I am not sure. We will find out in less than 100 laps. Joey Logano has to check up for Truex in front of him. He may win the battle, but he ain't gonna win the damn war. Oh, we got lots of lap traffic coming up. Look at all of that. It's going to be a lot of lap traffic for these leaders to navigate. Here comes Stenhouse back to the lead. They're just swapping the lead like every 5 laps. It's going to be a great battle down to the end between these two. And meanwhile, Chris Buescher got his lap back. You can see him in the 17 up there ahead of the 2 leaders. So we will have 90 laps to go this time by. So Logano kind of got trapped behind some lap traffic. He lost a little bit of ground to Stenhouse. Logano's got to hurry and get back up there. As long as he follows behind Eric Jones, he should be good. Stenhouse has a little bit of a clearing now, but he's got a lot more lap traffic to contend with once he catches up there. Meanwhile, Larson, where's Larson at? He's still trying to get past the 15 and all these guys, but he's making quicker pace than the leaders are right now because he gained a little bit these last few laps, according to the split time. Let's see what he is this time by. 11.82 last time by. What will it be this time? 11.44. Oh, don't go to the top, Larson. You were making such good ground, too. Get down to the bottom. Get down to the bottom. There you go. There you go. Come on, Larson. I believe in you. He can make this up under green. It'll be hard, but it can happen. I lost some ground that time by. Sorry for the bad camera angles. Alright, so there's the battle for the lead. Between Stenhouse and Logano. We'll keep an eye on these guys for most of the rest of the race, because if anyone has to pit, they're going to be the first ones coming in. Still, Harvick is the only one to DNF from this race. That is crazy. Oh, Stenhouse, what you doing? Eric Jones going high. It's going to leave the bottom open for Logano, or is it? So if a caution were to come out now, there'd be 5 cars on the lead lap. Got 80 laps to go this time by. Oh, Chris Buescher goes wide. That's going to put him a lap down. Or is it? He's going to stay. Sure, Donovan, just make sure to credit me. Please, thank you. Not forgotten. You missed the flip. There was already a flip. Alright, so now the leaders are coming up on some pretty heavy lap traffic. Where is Larson in all this? Larson trying to get by the 53. He's not really going too much faster than the leaders right now, if at all. The 17 has gone back a lap down. And now it's just Logano right back to the bumper of Stenhouse. There's no more lap cars in between them. 75 laps to go this time by. Oh, Stenhouse has to check up a little bit there for Smithley. Logano's going to be right there. I'm not sure if they're going to need to pit again or not. Smithley goes up high. That leaves the bottom for the leaders. They get by cleanly. Coming up on some more thick lap traffic. You got the Busch brothers. You got Christopher Bell. Saw Alex Bowman went to the pits. He was like up into the top 10. As there goes Kurt Busch. I think we might be seeing green flag pit stops soon. The last round, and here's a move for the lead. Joey Logano back out front. And Stenhouse is going to get caught in this big stream of lap traffic out on the outside line. He's got to hope to cycle in behind Eric Jones, because if not, he's going to get freight trained. Oh, he's going to get freight trained by a bunch of cars. That's not good for Stenhouse, but the same thing also happened to Logano. So they're both kind of trapped up on the outside line right here to all the lapped cars. Interesting. Now Stenhouse is able to get back down to the bottom. Is he going to be able to take the lead back in a few corners? Are we going to see the leaders pitting here soon, or was that just a few fluke other cars? Oh, there's Kurt coming back out. Don't cause a caution. There's McDowell. Pitting. Stenhouse can get to the bottom. Oh, he can't. He's got the Garrett Smithley car he's fighting off. Yeah, there's Dylan to the pits. Think we might be seeing the leaders pitting here soon, as we have less than 70 laps to go. Oops. We're still green. Jimmy Johnson into the pits. Yeah, they got to be pitting shortly. Larson's only 10 seconds back now. This is the close battle for the lead right here between Stenhouse and Logano. Here comes Stenhouse back underneath. And it looks like Stenhouse is going to clear Logano. Man, how many lead changes have we had between Stenhouse and Logano? Here comes Stenhouse to the lead. Or to the pits, excuse me. Alright, this is going to be big. This is going to be big for Stenhouse. Depending on how cleanly he can get in and out of the pits here. Since he pitted before Logano, that should help him a little bit. Since he pitted the lap before Logano, that should help him. If a caution comes out now, that's going to kill his strategy. But as long as he can get in and out of the pits cleanly with no cautions, this should work out in his favor. Where's the pit lane 1 cam? There it is. Oh, he's got some cars coming out. Oh, there might be contact. Oh, we're good. We're good. Alright, here's Stenhouse coming out of the pits. Oh my goodness. A caution. Stenhouse just got pinned a lap down. But Kyle Larson is now on the lead lap. There's a caution. Stenhouse just got pinned a lap down. We just had a great battle going on for so long. And now it's over. But we will get to see the battle between Larson and Logano. Here's Logano. Is Larson going to be coming into the pits here? He is. But guys, just remember what happened with Harvick. Remember what happened with Harvick when he tried to pit when there's a bunch of lap down cars pitting. Oh, we gotta follow Logano for this. Make sure he doesn't get taken out. Trying to come out of the pits. Watch Logano get taken out coming out of the pits. If that happens, Larson will be the only car in the lead lap. There's Larson pitting, so he's going to have fresh tires. We'll go back and see what brought out the caution after we see Joey Logano's pit exit here. Oh my god, watch him. Oh, nope, he actually had to brake this time for all the lap down cars. He actually used the stop sign on pit road, so he didn't get taken out. Alright, so now it's going to be between Larson and Logano. Every other car is a lap down. Oh my goodness. Alright, now let's go back and see what brought out the caution. What a turn of events. Oh, McDowell, I'm assuming. Since he's slow. Just like an iRacing. Oh. Bubba coming back out on the track from the pits. Oh, he hooked him. Bubba hooked McDowell. Is that all that happens? Yes. He's able to gather it back up without any further damage. Alright, so here's the battle for the lead between Logano and Larson. Come on, Larson, don't get trapped behind all these lappers. Oh, he's gonna get trapped behind all the lappers, darn it. Yep, there he goes. Here goes Larson. Get down to the bottom. There we go. Oh, he's pitting again. What? Logano is the only car in the lead lap. Logano is the only car in the lead lap. And it's not even close. Because Buescher is the closest car to being back on the lead lap. And Buescher's all the way back here. I don't know why he's pitting. Oh, Larson. We need a wreck to take out Logano. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. So, this is going to be a boring final 50 laps. Eh? Luckily, they'll go by quickly. Oh, my goodness. Well, at least it wasn't Harvick. We'll have another first-time winner in the NR2003 Sunday simulation. Oh, was Larson in that wreck? Shoot, I didn't even notice that. 50 laps to go. 5-0. You need tires, you idiot! Alright, so, unless Joey Logano crashes, this is in the bag. Well, we might have a boring finish here, but let's never forget the amazing moment that came out of this stream with Harvick earlier. We will never forget the amazing moment that came from Harvick. Well, this will be interesting. Logano leading by an entire lap. Where do they race next week? Where do they race next week? I can't remember. I just hope it's a more exciting race than this. We can only hope Logano... Oh! There's a caution. But it's not going to matter because Logano is going to be the only car in the lead lap. The number 6 going around. Right in front of the leader. I was just saying we need him to wreck, and we almost got a wreck right in front of him. Oh, he goes 3 wide with Eric Jones. He gets hooked. Oh, hard into that inside wall. Hard into that outside wall. He slides to a stop. He almost takes out the leaders. He's able to gather it back up. But it nonetheless brings out the caution. Well, it doesn't even matter anyway, because I don't think anyone can get their lap back. I wish I could just stay green. Poor Newman. I don't think anyone's going to pit here. Yeah, because if Joey Logano pitted, everyone would get the wave around. That was a lap down, but he's not since he just did. Yeah, sadly, it doesn't even mean anything since no one's on the same lap as Logano. Yeah, should I join the track just to freaking take out Logano? No. Because if I did that for Harvick, then we wouldn't have had that magical moment happen. So you never know. You never know what can happen to this finish. It might seem like Logano's going to pull away with it now, but you never know after what happened to Harvick. Alright, we got 42 laps to go this time by. I think we're going to have a restart with 40 to go. So unless Logano gets hooked on one of these restarts... Oh, Richmond. Well, it's longer than Bristol. And I think that BBMC version is pretty darn good. Should get the one to go light this time by. We're going 1 to green. Logano's literally the only car lining up on the inside. We need his teammate to absolutely send it on him. John Hunter Nemechek up into 2nd place. Tyler Reddick into 4th. How about those names? The 6 is Ryan Newman, because this is an alternate universe where the Daytona wreck never happened. At least that's how I'm calling it. Alright, come on, Brad. Get a good jump on your teammate. Aw, you poo-poo head. Well, unless a caution... Unless, like, a wreck with lap cars takes out Logano. This is his race. We got less than 40 to go. Ooh, Daga after that. Hey, caution. Another one. Oh, cautions breed cautions. They went for literally a lap. What happened? Who done it? Oh! Oh, big damage. Looks like a little mini pileup going on back here. Alright, Ty Dillon squeezes Truex up into Boyer. Boyer gets damaged. Dillon gets damaged. Oh, Larson just barely gets by it. Oh! Jones piles into his teammate. He's going to be done for the day. He's smoking. I think that's it. As far as people involved. Yeah, Jones is going to be done. I can't imagine Logano's going to pit here. Yeah, he ain't pitting. So that might be the end of Eric Jones' day. Coming up to 36 laps to go. Oh, we're getting all these wrecks now, and that's going to cause slow cars to be on the track. You never know, he could, Logano could get taken out by a lap car in these closing laps. You never know. Yep, there's Eric Jones. He's done for the day. He's retired. Logano, literally the only car in the lead lap. Should be getting the one to go this time by, hopefully. Nope. Come on, Logano. Choke it somehow. Please. Anyway. I beg of you. Tyler Reddick up to third. Larson is in sixth. He's the last car one lap down. Alright, here's the one to go. We're gonna have a restart with 34 to go. Sounds like a lot, but we're at Bristol, so that's nothing. That's like 8 minutes worth of racing if they stay green. 9 minutes. Alright, come on, someone, anyone, send it in on Logano. Just take him out, boot him, send him in the wall to where he needs repairs. Get those other 5 cars back on the lead lap. Oh, Kozlowski is with a terrible start. Alright, so all we know, Logano's going to pull away right away. Let's look at what's going on with the rest of the field. We got cars checking up back there. No wreck yet. Oh, you got a bunch of slow cars. 38 is in 4th place, actually. Here's the battle for 3rd place between the 8 and the 38. The battle for the podium spot. And Reddick has his RCR teammate blocking him ahead of him. Let's go cycle through the field. Back to the lead. Easy, Logano. Easy lead. 30 laps to go. Never thought I'd see the day where one car finishes on the lead lap. Hamlin's slow off the pace. He's 3 laps down, looking to be 4 laps down. Let's continue cycling through the field. Still no wrecks. They're staying green. Let's go back to the battle for 3rd place. Oh, the 38 dropped back pretty far. So Reddick's got 3rd place all wrapped up, it looks like. Oh, what a snoozer of a finish. But hey, at least we got that memorable Harvick moment. At least we got that memorable Harvick moment. "25 laps to go." And there's not even any cars close that are close to catching Logano to drive back around and be back on the lead lap. Just the 17, 2nd through 6 are just nowhere close to him. Well, all you Logano fans should be happy with this race. He's coming up on some lap traffic. Unless he wrecks himself, that shouldn't really be a problem, because there's no way Stenhouse is going to get... Or Buescher's going to get a lap and a half on Logano, driven under green here. Oops. Just coming up on Suarez. I mean, you never know what can happen with Logano after what we saw with Harvick. You never know. But I'd say he probably has this wrapped up at this point. I don't know, caution could happen like right in front of him. He could get wrecked. Anything can happen. 20 laps to go. As long as we stay green, we should be over fairly quickly. Get this misery over with. Logano trying to go around the outside. Of Daniel Suarez. Here comes Stenhouse, who had that amazing battle with Logano earlier in the race, back and forth for the lead. Unfortunately, he's 2 laps down right now, so even if he gets past Logano right here, he's still going to be a lap down. You never know, a wreck could happen right in front of Logano and take him out. You never know. It's Bristol. 17 laps to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway. One of the craziest races we've seen ever. When there weren't cars dominating and lapping every single car in the field, we had that great battle between Logano and Stenhouse going on. And when that wasn't happening, you had Harvick leading 300 laps only to wreck himself under caution, turning himself into the pit road wall across the nose of the lap cars, then glitching out into oblivion. Did I just see what I think I saw, Trop? I'm just waiting for Logano to hook himself into the inside wall. Got 13 laps to go. Just waiting for a wreck to take Logano out. So, if only Stenhouse was still on the lead lap. Oh, I saw cars checking up for a second. Nope, no caution. No caution. We're still green. As Joey Logano gets on the inside of Quinn. Alright, we got less than 10 laps to go. Less than 10 laps to go. So unless someone wrecks Logano right here, it's basically his race. So he's just been trailing behind his teammate basically this entire restart. He's been hanging out right behind Brad K. Just cruising. He could literally run like 20-second laps right now and he could still probably win this race. Let's get one last aerial shot from the Goodyear blimp helicopter hybrid. So we can see him just cruising around, just following this lap traffic. Every single car being lap traffic. So So go back to TV1 as he'll come around out of turn 4 and get 5 to go. 5 to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Logano seems like he'll be taking the victory of a chaotic, interesting, weird, abstract, wacky race. Not necessarily the most exciting or crazy with constant swapping for position or lead changes, but between Harvick's early domination, his wacky wreck, then the battle back and forth between between Stenhouse and Logano. Then Logano finally just pulling away and leading all these final laps and lapping the entire field. Logano is going to finish this race being the only car on the lead lap. And he rounds turns 3 and 4 behind his teammate Brad Keselowski. Joey Logano gets the white flag here at Bristol Motor Speedway. All he needs to do is not wreck in the next 10 seconds, and he has this in the bag. Joey Logano in turns 3 and 4. He rounds out of the corner. Joey Logano gets the checkered flag at Bristol Motor Speedway. In one of the most unusual races we've seen in a long, long time. So I just want to thank everyone for tuning in to today's stream. Thanks for hanging in there. I know this wasn't the most exciting race between everyone being off the lead lap, Harvick's early domination. I hope that wreck made up for it. That was possibly the greatest thing I've ever seen. So thank you for tuning in. Not gonna do a backwards big one tonight. I gotta head out. We'll save that for the next one. Do, however, want to thank our sponsors, our very generous supporters that help make these streams possible. First and foremost, Adria Fitzy, Jay Barker, Drive Through, Kingster Cole, Tango Wolf 09, and Bloxysaurus Rex for your Patreon support. And lastly, Tango Wolf 09, Alan Barkley, Alpha Diamond, Spider-Man Fan 02, Bloxysaurus Rex, and Kingster Cole. Thank you so much for your support through YouTube membership. And we had $8 worth of super chats today from Kingster. Thank you so much to Kingster. Sorry that 3 of those were the same alert. Yeah, I might be racing Moonheads series, Travis's iRacing Tomfoolery series. I might be partaking in that tonight at Daytona. So be sure to go check that out. Subscribe to Moonhead on YouTube if you aren't already. See you later, doggo. Thanks for tuning in. Trop, Eric, Marker, Aiden, Donovan, NASCAR, Monster Jam, IndyCar, Not Forgotten, Cheese Nuggets. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Thanks for sticking around for what was otherwise a fairly quiet, slow stream. Appreciate the support. I will be back with the same thing next Sunday. As long as you guys keep enjoying these streams, I'll keep doing them. Should be streaming tomorrow. I don't know what yet. If you guys haven't already, go check out my reenactment I posted earlier today. Got a brand new reenactment out, the 2019 Slinger Nationals finish. So go peep that if you want something else to watch after this, if you haven't yet already. Alright, I am done rambling. I'm going to go practice for iRacing here in a little bit for the race, which abbreviation I don't want to say. Alright, everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate the love and support. I'll catch you next time. Peace.